Hey, Coach Beach here. Wanted to go over plantar fascia, plantar fasciitis. Crazy thing to say. All you got to know is that you get sensation that hurts down here in the bottoms of your feet. And so I had some of this going into my last Ironman, and what I wanted to share with you all is how I was able to strengthen it basically and reduce it, so I was able to run that marathon. And now it's totally gone. So the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, if you get out of bed and you start walking right away, you're re-injuring it right away. So what you need to do is warm it up a bit. So when you wake up in the morning, and Clark's showing his behind there. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do before you put your feet on the ground is you do foot flexions. Okay? You do 20 of these, forward and back, forward and back. After you do that, you're going to take your foot over your right leg. If it's your left foot, hey bud, you got to go over here because I can't do it. You got to come over here. Yeah, good boy. So then you're going to take your left hand and you're going to pull your toes forward, and you take your other hand and just slowly use cross fiber along the middle of your feet, up and down. So it's not going like this, you're going across it. And it doesn't have to be hard. It's just warming up the foot, okay? And you're going to do this 20 times, front and back, front and back. You continually do that, and you can see that it's super tight in there. So back and forth. Okay, after you're done with that, before you put your foot on the ground, then you're going to get up, and you're going to use something similar. So this is the Nano Foot Roller from Trigger Point. Love this thing. If you don't have one, I highly recommend you. I have a discount code. It's in the team. It's in this team page down below. You get 20% off. So you're going to stand on it with the foot, and then you're going to roll forward and back gently 20 times. So everything's 20 times. Okay? And you're going to feel that sensation in there. You can stay on it and just breathe into it, but you want to go back and forth 20 times, nice and slow. And I recommend doing it on a carpet because the floor is slippery. And then, only then, will you slip into, UFOs. So, before my feet even touched the ground, I stepped into my UFOs. And then I would walk. Then I would go and go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, get into my meditation. That's what I did in the morning religiously. I'd say 3 to 4 weeks before Ironman when it came on. Maybe even, it was probably longer than that. And I just kept being diligent about it every morning. And then throughout the day, I would roll on the Nano Foot Roller a few times a day, not too long. And then I got this delivery from Trigger Point, which is their new AccuCurve cane. And of course the Grid Vibe, which it's a grid, but it vibrates. So what I would do is put that down on the ground, and it relieves the calf. So you want to put it on your calf because your calf is also tightening up, causing pressure on that on the plantar fascia. So I would let the thing vibrate, the grid vibrate on my calf, and then I'd grab the AccuCurve cane. And this is one of the most popular uses is to get into your back here, okay? The knots in your back, probably from swimming, crossover, or even just sitting at a desk all day, whatever, being hunched. But what I found is I use that end of it, and I would dig into my right above the heel and come all the way up to the pads of your feet. And I would keep going up and up. And I would just keep doing this. I would do this 3 to 4 times a day. I don't know, 5 or 6 of these strokes up, because you don't want to go too much. But that area does need to be released. It needs to be activated. Letting it sit there alone it's not going to heal. At least not for me in my experience and from what I've read. And some of you have been to Mike Silva, who's my buddy in Foundation Performance back in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. He did a video on this too, which I'll share. It's some of the things here. But he knows what he's talking about. And it worked for me. Again, the last thing I would do 3 or 4 times a day is get on the grid. So it's on the calf and it's loosening up the calf. If you don't have the grid, get one. Again, use the discount code doesn't count towards the grid. Vibe. It's $99. Ask for it from Santa, be in your stocking. Otherwise, use the regular grid and roll back and forth to loosen it up. But this is the key, the EquiCurve cane, and you want to get into that foot. So it's like really getting in there. And so I did that, like I said, 4 to 5 weeks leading into the race. And I had an awesome run, marathon. No issues. And then since then, it's been about 4 weeks now. It's totally gone. So it totally worked itself out. And Clark is super happy about it. So he's coming to tell me how happy he is. So Clark knows where to stay exactly in front of the camera. And we do this dance where I go back and forth. So yeah, so hit me up with any questions on this. I have become quite familiar with plantar fasciitis. And I'm here to help. So ask questions. Do the work, people. Take care of the body. Use trigger point tools or whatever you have, but get those things worked out before they become a bigger issue. Checking out. Later.